here, getting back into my third video of the day. Sorry for doing so many videos back to back. I was planning on only doing two, but because the second video I did ended up not taking as long, I didn't exactly want to do that. I wanted to make up for the fact that the other video didn't take as long. So, to make up for that, I'm doing a third game, which, as y'all know, Doki Doki Literature Club has been popular for a bit. I played it years and years and years ago. Like, I think I was 13 when I last played it. Either 13 or 14 when I last played it. So I don't remember anything that happens. But we shall see what happens, and hopefully I can remember what I'm supposed to do. So, let's get into it. This music goes hard though. I probably need to turn it down. Yeah, I turned it down because that was a little loud. But enter my name. Alright. Okay. We're getting into it. Alright. I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. I used to be like that. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. Why are you being so hateful to your friend then? Okay. Anyways, you know the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long? Yeah. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. That's fair. I'm very weird about being on time. So, I like when things are on time. I get that. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better running away. Or better off running away. Yeah, just run. Just run away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. I can never take dating sims seriously because of the faces and that. I overslept again. I don't know what voice to do for her, but I caught you this time. Alright, I'm not doing the voices. That's going to kill my throat. But maybe only because I decided to stop and wait for you. Oh, that's me. You say that you were thinking about ignoring me? I can never take these videos serious. That's mean, Starlight. Yeah. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. I don't want to be in a couple. Ew. I am married. Okay. Fine. But you did wait for me after all. She is very, very classic anime schoolgirl. And I think cliches like that are always funny. I guess you didn't have it in you to be mean even if you wanted to. Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Starlight, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm not really interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. Then why did you ask? And that's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? Oh, did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Why are you friends with someone if you don't care what they have to say? That is my question. That's my question. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Me too. But I also worry a lot. Uh-huh. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Who says I'm going to college? Who says I'm going to college? Your happiness is really important to me, you know. I don't know. And I know you're happy now, but I'd die at the thought of you becoming a NEET. Because in a few years, not used to the real word. What is a NEET? You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. You can keep worrying. Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? I do not promise. I don't want to. Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay. I do like that even though they don't have the voices in this game, they do kind of show how the character acts and just is very expressive with it. I do really appreciate that with stuff that has stories. Again, I do not like dating sims though. Most of them are very corny in my opinion. But if I do remember correctly, this is different. If I remember correctly, it's very horror based. Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? I don't know. More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. It's nice to not have your friend worry, but our character seems to be kind of a jerk. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. I was not big into clubs growing up. I tried once to start my own. It did not work. So, here we are. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Sayori must have come into class while I was spacing out. I look around and realize I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. I would have taken so much offense to that. Doing this much talking and having to read all the lines is kind of destroying my throat a little bit, but we shall persevere. I have my little drinky drink. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, Know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sayori. Okay. If someone invited me to a club and they knew that I didn't want to join a club, I would not want to be invited to theirs, especially with just how different these two characters are. But alas, we shall continue. Sayori. Yeah? There's no way I'm going to your club. Meanie. I hate that. Sayori is vice president of the literature club. I forgot that's what her character was for. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. You know what? Fair. If my friend started a new club, which shout out to Glyph. Glyph is my best friend and also my moderator. So shout out to Glyph. They're my best friend. If I knew that they wanted to start a club when we were in school, I would have totally supported them, even if it was nothing I was interested in. That being said, speaking of Glyph, if you want to see someone that is a much better streamer than I am and can have so many more fun games to play, go support BitGlyph on Twitch. Or even on YouTube. They stream on Twitch, but they do post everything to YouTube. Go support them. Like, that's all I ask. Go support them. If I have to support anyone, go support them. That and the person that made my character. They are phenomenal. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to their anime club. I would go to an anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyways? Yeah, why? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member. Why would you volunteer someone? And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't laugh. Don't make promises you can't keep. That my motto. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning as to have planned all this out. I'm guessing on the airhead. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes! Let's go. You know what? I would go to a club for just a cupcake. But I'm also a big back, so... And thus today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. Yeah, I would do that. I would totally do that. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being genuinely, I can't talk apparently, genuinely used for third-year classes and activities. I can't talk today. I think it's because I've been streaming pretty much all day. But it's fine. Because I spent most of my morning doing Poppy Playtime. And then I spent like 40-ish minutes doing a cute little dog game that if you haven't seen it, go check it out. Go support the creator of the game. It is such a cute game. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. I do like her haircut though. I will say that. I like her haircut. Alright. Everyone, the new member is here. I told you, don't call me a new member. Eh? I glance around the room. Girl 1. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure to meet. I like her. I like her a lot. I really like purple-haired characters. I feel like when she's not at school, she has an alt style, which I can only hope. I love purple hair characters so much. Sayori always says nice things about you. Oh, does she now? Seriously, you brought a boy? I don't like you. I feel like you're a copy and paste of the other one. I have a feeling that you're... What is it called? It's the anime cliche of the girl that acts like she hates a guy or something. Tsundere? I don't like those cliches. I don't know why. I cannot stand them though. I just realized that my screen is super weird on y'all's end. So let me fix that. Because I don't like how this is looking. Because I guess when I was not paying attention, it like made my screen gigantic. So I fixed that. And I hope it looks better now. Yeah, it looks so much better. Alright. I am so sorry about that. I did not realize that it was doing that like this entire time. So it's a good thing I was reading the chat. Alright. Way to kill the atmosphere. I'm assuming that's you, because it just says girl 2. I like you. You give kind of Hatsune Miku vibes. For not the reason you would expect. How do you know my name, though? Ah, Starlight, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. If you look at her and tell me that she does not give Hatsune Miku, like a pink-haired Hatsune Miku, you're lying. Because if you just, I don't know if you can see my cursor. Take this, take her ponytail, put it on the other side, make it blue. She looks like Hatsune Miku. I love you. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly... Ew! Ew. Don't get me wrong. I am pansexual. But I have known way too many dudes that have done things just because they thought there was going to be cute girls involved. And I'm a sucker for cute girls. I'm engaged. I love my fiance. He is a wonderful, wonderful man, and I love him. But I don't like when anyone is like that. They only do things because they think that a hot guy's gonna be there, a hot girl's gonna be there. Anything like that. It's annoying. Granted, that's not what this character did, but still, that's his main focus on it. What are you looking at? Why are you blushing? I'm going to say that my character is like the most anime obsessed person that you can think of. Like, whatever you imagine, someone that's obsessed with anime and doesn't do anything, imagine that. That's who I am. If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Why am I stuttering? Natsuki. See, my purple haired girl is coming in clutch. She's coming in clutch. She already has my back and she doesn't even know my name. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Yep, she's a pouty little baby. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. You got that just from how she stands. What if she's just short? You don't know that. She's also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. I don't think your cupcakes are going to be good. I'm saying that here. I don't think your cupcakes are going to be yummy and scrumptious. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. I plan to. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back towards the other girls. Why? Why must you be like that? I do not trust this at all. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. I think she's full of hate. I think she has only hate in her heart. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. That's why I like her. I'm assuming that's the purple girl. Yeah, I love her. I love the purple girl. Oh, Yuri. She's so pretty. I love her. Don't say things like that. Why are you stuttering? Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. If I'm butchering these names, laugh at me. Do it. I'm telling you, laugh at me. Oh, well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monika, is that right? Hatsune Miku. That's all I'm going to call her. I'm not calling her Monika, I'm calling her Hatsune Miku. That's right. It's great to see you again, Starlight. How do I know you? Why are you holding her hand? Oh wait, you weren't. It was just clipped weird. Monika smiles sweetly. I thought it said smells, and I was about to ask why he's smelling people. We do know each other well. We rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monika is probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, and athletic. Basically, completely out of my league. That is right. You cannot date Hatsune Miku. She don't want you. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... Why am I stuttering? You too, Monika. Or Han. I have to get into character. You too, Monika. That was embarrassing. You will never catch me doing that again. Come sit down, Starlight. We made room for you at the table so you can come and sit next to me or Monika. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Shut up. Just someone bring cupcakes. That's the only reason I came here. Sorry, I got a little too excited. the finger thing. I wish I had the emote for my character. The finger thing. Oh my goodness. Then how about I make some tea as well? I knew I liked Yuri. I knew I liked her. I love tea. I love tea so much. Yuri, I don't even want the cupcakes. I just want tea. Spill the tea. The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sori mentioned, it's been widened so that there's one space next to Monika and one space next to Sayori. Natsu and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrap tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Don't know if my screen is frozen for y'all. Okay, are you ready? Do you have a fang? I might like you. Ta-da! Oh, hi, kitty. My cat Apollo come to say hi. Hi, buddy. Ooh. I don't know how I'm supposed to say that. Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like cats. Hi, buddy. If you can hear my cat, he's yelling at me. I think he likes the Doki Doki Literature Club girls. Hey, baby. Ow. Alright. Sorry about that. My cat wanted my attention. Alright. So, I kind of want to make cupcakes that look like this now. The whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. That is cute. I'm like imagining that. That is so cute. So cute. Yeah, so cute. I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Not Natsuki. I feel like I'm saying her name wrong. And I probably am. Well, you know. Alright, I need to get voices for them. Han, clear my throat. Just hurry and take one. I'm probably not going to stick with these voices. Sori grabs one first, then Monika. I follow. It's delicious. Sori talks with her mouth. Oh, it's delicious. Sori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. How do you already manage to get icing on your face? Are you like inhaling it? I mean, I don't blame you. But at the same time, I wouldn't want to eat it because it's so cute. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. She should have made it herself. She said she made them. This is really good. I would kill for a cupcake right now. Thank you, Natsuki. At least I have manners. Why are you thanking me? It's not like I... Haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything. I knew it. I knew it. I knew she was a tsundere. I just knew it. I'm pretty sure that's the correct terminology. It's tsundere. I thought you technically did. Sori said... Well, maybe. What is your issue? What is your dysfunction? But not for you, you know, you dummy. Why? Why are you being like that? Why? Hold on. I had to take a second. I don't like tsundere characters. I don't like animes that have tsundere characters. I don't like games that have tsundere characters. They frustrate me. A lot. Alright. Yeah, what? Just don't argue with her. Just don't. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Attaboy. Good job. Yuri turns to the table carrying a tea set. Yuri, I love you. I love you so much. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. Yuri, you're so smart. You asked. And you made sure that you weren't going to get in trouble. And I bet the tea is scrumptious. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? Actually, it does. I'm a very big reader. And I really like having tea or just honestly a hot drink while I'm reading. And it makes me feel so much better. I guess. And don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. Hatsune Miku. Shut up. Shut up, Hatsune Miku. I'm talking to the lady. And that's not... Why does everyone stutter? Everyone, except for Hatsune Miku, stutters. Insulted? You insulted her. Shame on you. Yuri looks away. I meant that, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but at least I enjoy tea. I'm glad. Why are you blushing? I don't care. I love you, Yuri. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monika raises an eyebrow and then smiles at me. Hatsune Miku, why are you looking at me like that? So what made you consider the literature club? I didn't. I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Hatsune Miku that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so that's okay. Don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? Oh, will you now? As president of the Literature Club, it's my duty to make this club fun and exciting for everyone. Shut up, Mom. I refuse to call her anything but Hatsune Miku. So, Hatsune Miku, I'm surprised. Why are you surprised? How come you decide to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of those major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Oh, well, to be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. Shut up. I'd much rather take something personal and enjoy and make something special out of it. And it encourages others to get into literature that I'm fulfilling that dream. Monika really is a great leader. Hatsune Miku. That's all she is. Yuri also nods in agreement. Don't agree with her. Don't. I'm supposed to like you. Now I'm surprised there aren't more people in this club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. It is. I tried. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. I enjoyed reading a lot when I was in school. I still do. But I probably wouldn't have joined a literature club. I did join a creative writing club when I was in middle school. That's the closest I got to it though. But you have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like festival that much more important. We never did anything like that. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? No. Yeah, we'll do our best. You know it. I don't like her. I'll stand by that statement. I don't like Natsuki. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls all interested in the same goal. Monika must have worked really hard just to find these three. Her name is Hatsune Miku, and I stand by that. Maybe that's why we're all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. Manga, perchance. So Starlight, what kind of things do you like to read? I like manga. Considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. I was right. Manga, manga, however you want to say it. I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. I don't like her. It looks like she wants to say something but keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. I'm sorry. Yuri's my favorite, and I disappointed her. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. As you should. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her fingers. Or finger. My bad. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. That is also a splendid choice. She has good taste. My favorites are usually novels that build... Oh, I already read that. I thought I clicked it again. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. It does take a lot to write an actual compelling story. Because a lot of people think that they can just write stories. Like, I credit everyone that can write a story and it be successful or at least get published. Like, more credit to you. I do feel like it takes a lot of effort to actually have a story that is compelling. Like, there was one author that recently, started putting out a lot of books. I don't know if it was recently. I think it's been in the past few years. She is a dark romance novelist, I believe. Or a dark romance author, I believe. I do not like her at all. I think her stories suck. And I stand by that. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yeah. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seemed so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds comfort in the world of books, not people. But I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. You're gonna be a psychopath, aren't you? I mean, I like those stories too, but I feel like you're gonna be a psychopath. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination and completely throw you through a loop? Yeah. Anyways, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I really like horror stories a lot. But it is hard to find a good one that doesn't just reuse all the same cliches over and over again. But I don't know. Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. Yeah. I read a horror book once. I've read many horror books. But I desperately grasp something I can relate to at the minimum level. You relate to a horror book? Okay. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Might as well. My character's not really giving helpful feedback. So. Really, I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you. Why'd you say it like that? Like, why did you say it like that? I don't like how she said that. I guess you could say that. don't agree with her. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. That's fair, I'm the same way. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. She's a psychopath. I'm calling it now, she's a psychopath. Ugh, I hate horror. I don't like you. Oh, why's that? Well, I just... Natsuki's eyes dart over to mine for a split second. Never mind. I don't like her. That's right, you usually like to write out cute things, don't you, Natsuki? Called out. What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud. Was she writing smut? I bet she was. And give that back. Fine, fine. Hatsune Miku is out for blood. Your cupcakes, your poems. Everything you do is just as cute as you are. She is so mad. Sorry, Sidles? What? Up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute. I bet they're gay. I bet they're gay together. Natsuki, you write your own poems? I really like writing poems. Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Exactly. More power to you. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Well, you don't let me read them, so I wouldn't know. Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. I really think that she's a psychopath. Maybe that's why I like her. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if we share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. She was all talk. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Oh, I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay. Hatsune Miku. Don't do this. I have an idea, everyone. I don't like your ideas. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically, I can't talk, at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. The next time we meet, we all share them with each other. You're just putting everyone in an uncomfortable spot. I guess that's what Hatsune Miku does. That way everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it. Sorry. Shut up. Shut up. Yuri's my favorite, and she doesn't want to, so no, we're not doing it. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. I'm like the only dude in the club. I think that's a little weird. Isn't that right, Starlight? Hatsune Miku smiles warmly at me once again. Am I going to get copyrighted because I keep calling her Hatsune Miku? She could be Hatsune Miku. You don't know. She could have just dyed her hair and put it up differently. Hold on, there's still one problem. And what's that? Now we're back to the original topic of me joining the club. I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. That's right. But you have to join now. Sailor may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected looks. They look dejected. She looks mad, and she just looks confused. I'm starting to think this is just a dating sim and not what I thought it was. If I remember correctly, it's supposed to have a horror element, and I'm not liking it so far. But I'm sorry, I thought, why are you saying my name like that? Stop it. You all. Why am I stuttering? I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? Yeah, our characters definitely. What's the word? Weeaboo. Weeaboo. That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful. That's all you care about. Do it for Yuri. Do it for one of them. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girl's eyes light up. This is... I don't know how to feel about this. Yay, I'm so happy. Or yes, I'm so happy. Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. I don't like being shaken. Why does my character shudder so much? That's my question. Hey, you really did scare me for a moment. I'm sorry, Yuri. Sorry. You really just came out for the... If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. I mean, I did, though. All I wanted was a cupcake. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the Literature Club. Hatsune Miku. Shut up. Shut up. Ah, thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Starlight, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey Starlight, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri. Yuri's the only one that matters in this situation. And of course, Hatsune Miku. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in literature club? Y'all do your clubs every day? My clubs were like once a week, max. Probably like once every 2 weeks, honestly. Alright. Well, I just need to make the most of my circumstances. I'm sure good fortune will find me. I don't. Well, I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Do you actually get to write it, or do you have to pick stuff? It's time to write a poem. Pick words that you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Oh. I want her to like it. I want Yuri to like it. Monica's not an option, so... No, I don't want her to like it. How do I get her to like it? Tenacious. There we go. I don't want her to like it. Determination. Yes. Yes, I'm getting her to like it. Okay. I think it's the more... I don't want to say complex words because not all of them are complex. But I think the ones that... Yeah, it's the ones that are a little more uncommon. Or ones that are used more in more deep, compelling stories. Yeah. Okay, so she likes the more sad stuff. I don't want Sayori to like it. I'm just glad I haven't gotten any of her. I don't like her. Why? Don't want her to like it. There we go. I got majority of Yuri. So, that was like the most chaotic story though. Or poem. Hi, Ken Starlight. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Ha 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 ha. Hatsune Miku? Shut the fuck up. Nah, don't worry. this might be a little strange for me, but at least I keep my word. Well, I'm back at Literature Club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. For you? No, it's not. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. Sayori told me he didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Shut up, Mom! I don't care what you have to say. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Judgmental! Hateful! Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature. That is also correct. They do have good stories. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Starlight always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. I'm not having fun, though. For her, though. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sorry, that's because your room is so messy, it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? Where's your family? Do they not tell you to clean your room? You two are really good friends, aren't you? No. I might be a little jealous. You have nothing to be jealous about. I promise. How come? You and Starlight can become good friends too. Sayori? As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know? Wait, Sayori? Oh no. Sayori, I don't like you. Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Why is she embarrassed? Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. Oh, what do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking. Sayori, I fucking hate you. I guess it means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place, so any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It will make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright, well here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. See how considerate she is? I love her. And we could, discuss it if you wanted. How's this girl accidentally being so cute? I don't think cute is the right word. She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. As you should. If you don't, fightin'. I enthusiastically take out the book. Phew. Well, you can read it on your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem like the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging through the closet. Because she doesn't know how to read. She can't read. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more. But at the same time, I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Ah, crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. Yeah, why are you staring at people? That's fucking rude. She sneaks another glance at me and our eyes meet for a split second. But that only makes her hide her face deeper into her book. Sorry. Yeah, if you notice that she's uncomfortable while you staring, why you keep staring? It's rude. I was just spacing out. I mutter this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh. It's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so... That's the book that you gave me, right? Mm-hmm. I wanted to reread some of it. So you already read it. Why not read it with me? I'll do anything with you. Not for any particular reason, just curious. How come you have two copies of the same book? Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday, that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy 2 of them. No, you didn't. You don't just happen to buy 2. Shut up. I'm kidding. Don't shut up. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is it about murder? Is that so? What is it about anyway? Well, Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous looking eye symbol on the front cover. Alright, I just wanted to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long lost younger sister, but as soon as she does so, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escape from a human experiment prison. How is that relatable? Like, I don't see how that would be relatable. But we don't judge. We don't judge Yuri. We love Yuri. And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships, and her life starts to fall. How is that relatable? That's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be some nice story, so that dark turn came out of nowhere. She just does not care. Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden. Oh, go away. Are you not a fan of that sort of... Why can't I not read? Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Starlight? Sorry, no, my screen glitched for a second. No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into those sort of things. What, the scary stories? I mean, I like horror stories, so... See, she's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. She's a psychopath. That's why I like her so much, she's a psychopath. They challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. The perspective of a psychopath? Perchance? When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil. I do like stories like that where they have a bad guy that's not just evil just to be evil, but more so evil for other reasons. But because they have their own goals or their own philosophy and that they believe in. Yep, they're a psychopath. I already knew it. And suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, they're made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. Yeah, you're a psychopath. I mean, I'm not judging, but, you know, I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. No, ramble away. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. No, it's fine. And please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. See, we have Yuri's back. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. That's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? You don't have to. Oh, what are you saying? Just a moment ago, you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah. Are you sure? Why is she acting weird? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. This honestly just feels like a dating sim. I don't remember how the story goes, but this honestly just seems like it is a normal dating sim. If so, I'm gonna look it up. If so, I'm probably not gonna play this again, because it is already breaching an hour and I feel like I have not gone far at all into this. So, it's just not something I'm very used to. That is reading in company with someone. I see. I don't like reading with other people either, so. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. Why does everyone stutter in this game? Hi, first game. This is one of... I have made 2 videos before this. I was planning on doing only 2 videos today, but the second game I played ended up being a lot shorter than I intended, so I went ahead and got onto this. This is currently my 3rd video, but they've only been today because yesterday's gameplay did not go how it should have. So, but thank you for joining though. Start the prologue. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel a presence over my shoulder as I read. Yeah, I'm playing this game for the first time. I guess I shouldn't say for the first time. Like, years and years ago when, like, it first came out, I think I was, like, 13, 14, I played it. I do not remember anything that happens, though. Because I've played a lot of games since then. But, honestly, this is giving very much just classic dating sim. So, I may or may not continue with it. I shall see. But, it's not particularly... Okay, well, it's time to get more interesting. Huh? What was it? Needs its time. Oh, okay. I misread it at first. Yeah, I kind of assumed, because I did see some clips of it. And that's kind of why I wanted to play it, is because I thought it'd be a little differently. So I'm trying to give it its time. I've been doing this specific one for almost an hour now, and I feel like I haven't progressed very far in it, but it's okay. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri's in the corner of my eye. Why are you watching her, not reading? Anyways, I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Okay, that's kind of cute though. A little cute. But I'm biased. I like Yuri. Because she has purple hair. I can't with the stutter. I cannot get the stutter to sound right without laughing. So, sorry. I was just... Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... Ha 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 ha. I can never make laughs like that sound natural, but here, this should work. I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, then hold my book more between the two of them. That's sweet. That is really sweet though. Ah, I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a little bit more, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. But yeah, like the first 4 days or so are kind of boring, but, well, it gives you time to know girls better, and it's important for later parts. I hope so. I didn't want this to be a terribly long stream, but it may end up turning into that, because I played... So the first gameplay I've actually done, like my first like actual stream, was Poppy Playtime earlier today, and that was a little over an hour. And then I tried to play this other cute little game that I found on Steam, and I think I played that for like 40 minutes. And this one is going to definitely seem like it's taking me a little over an hour, because it has already been an hour. I don't know how long it's going to take though. So I may honestly divide it up into different parts. but we will see. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. I love Yuri. I love her. I like purple hair bitches. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. It feels like my character's not doing anything to help hold the book. Oh, hi, kitty. My cat came to say hello. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. Just from this image, it doesn't look like my character's doing shit to help. But that way, I turn a page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. Okay? But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. That's cool. It's actually kind of distracting me. I'll be distracted too. But let's be clear, I don't think you would finish this game today. It need like 6 to 7 hours to finish the whole game. Jeez. I did not anticipate that for this. I did not. I will probably finish this day out. And then I honestly may break it into another part. Because I didn't know it was going to be that long. I honestly expected this to be a very quick, short, cute game. But I was wrong. Are you ready? Ready for what? To turn the page. Oh. Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glanced over at Yuri's face again and our eyes met. Is this love? I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. He's in love. That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. See? This is why Yuri's my favorite. It's probably the least I can do. Oh, and 16 hours just to get one ending. This game has multiple endings. I love games that have multiple endings. I do not see myself trying to get every single ending on stream though. I will probably do one playthrough on stream, and then if I am ever so determined, getting all the playthroughs or endings. Because that's a bit excessive. Because I don't think I'm going to have really a whole ton of interest into this game. Because I don't see anyone being too interested in it. I like it. You know, if it's what I think it is, I think I will like it. As of right now, like you said, it needs time to, you know, actually get into the good chunkiness of the story. As of right now, I'm not loving it too much, but that's just because I'm not a huge dating sim person. Alright, since you've been so patient with me, yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. I feel like that would, if I had to read a book with someone, that would weird me out, but that's just me. Even so, turning each page almost felt like an intimate exchange. Has our character never felt the touch of a woman? My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. I don't think he has ever felt the touch of another person. Hey Yuri, this might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. Isn't the story about she finds her long lost sister and then like has to run from people? I would not take that as a compliment. Oh, main character, he is just stupid. Don't worry. I love stupid characters. You think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways. I can appreciate people being blunt. I do. But she also second guesses all the things that she says and does. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. I love Yuri. I do. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscence of your own mannerisms. I see. Yuri remained silent for a moment. But Starlight, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. No, I don't think that. I don't think that would be a terrible thing. I appreciate people that are blunt, and then I know I'm the type of person that second guesses everything, but it's fine. Oh, that's so embarrassing that you think that. Our character really is just stupid. Wait, I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Okay, but main character is not a lovable idiot. He's just dumb. Yes. I love dumb characters. Even if they're not like a smart dumb or lovable idiot or anything. I just like dumb characters. Because it amazes me how people can be so stupid and dumb. And I really like when people implement that into their characters because it really shows just how dumb people can be. Sorry, I really didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of a thing. Yeah, because you're dumb. I guess I'm more meant like it's kind of cute. Yes, Yuri is adorable. I love Yuri. Ah, what are you saying all of a sudden? Hatsune Miku! I refuse to call you Monica. You're Hatsune Miku. Okay, everyone. I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other. We might not have enough time if we wait too long. Yuri exhales, spared from finishing her own thought. Is that alright, Yuri? You look kind of down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. It's fine. You upset Yuri. I hate you, Hatsune Miku. Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Alright, I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read it with you? I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way. In that case, I'll read a little bit more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know? That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time. Alright. I stand up, I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, and slip it back into my bag. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Oh yeah, the poem. It's kind of a jumbled mess, but yeah, my relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait. Sari and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sari is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly, I can't talk tonight, comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. I don't remember Yuri, because I did everything I could to get things that Yuri would like. So we're going with Yuri. Yuri seems the most experienced, so I should start with her. I can trust her opinion to be fair. As Yuri reads a poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional. Thank you. What was that? Did I say that out loud? Yuri first covers her mouth and then ends up covering her whole face. I don't understand when they do that. He's going to hate me. Why can I know her thoughts? Because I don't think she's saying that out loud. But anyways. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. Hi, buddy. I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Why'd you laugh like that? Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicate you've written a lot of poetry before. No, I just wrote things that you liked. Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time. Really? Huh. Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. Well, I know that. I just meant, Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. because she liked what I picked. She traces her finger along the words of the poem as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah. Okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style that's separate from the topic matter, and they form fit the two together. And the end result is that they both style and expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, okay, meet the girl you were closest to when you wrote the poem, exchange the poem with club members, and go home with Sayori the whole daily routine. Oh, so I have to do this 4 times. Because this is my second day, I think. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There's also so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. No, because I remember on the notebook, Monica wasn't there. So, yeah, this is my second day. I have to do the other ones. Ow. My kitty is sitting with me and he has very sharp claws. Alright. Not just finding them and building them up, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. But I also hope that everyone else in this club gives you valuable feedback. Because I did get a few from Sayori. Like, I think I got a few. I don't remember how many I got from her. But I did try to get hers because she has so far been my favorite. Natsuki can be a little biased, so. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about other people like that. Sorry. It's fine. Well, now you at day 2, so 2 more days you need to do it. Alright. I may honestly... I don't want to do the days on my own time and then just wait for it to pick up. But that might be the most logical option just because I didn't get a whole lot of, I don't think a whole ton of people were really interested in this game. But it's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or Natsuki. I'm probably saying her name very, very wrong. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if that's a rare opportunity for her. I'm really nervous to see what her poem is because she kind of gives psychopath vibes, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Okay. Click outside the poem to continue. Alright. Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining street light. Yay, I said the name right. Oh, so welcome. I did not realize that there was another person in here. Alright, it must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Calm, breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. Are you a light? Alright. I like it. I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting. Her handwriting was so pretty. I liked it. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. Her hand, she was writing in cursive. How is that not pretty? Whatever. But it took you a long time to read. Ah, well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. That's what I'm saying. That's a relief. Oh, so I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest, since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghost theory? Uh-huh. I'm assuming that's what she meant. Actually, the story isn't about ghosts at all, Starlight. Really? I must have totally missed that point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. That is true. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem was only being symbolically compared to a ghost. Like she's invisible. Lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past. And soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's because you're a stupid character. That's impressive. It's nothing really. Yours was impressive too, so nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yuri is phenomenal. I love Yuri. Yeah, of course. I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, Starlight. For me? For me? I want to turn the music up a little bit. Because I want to vibe with the game. There we go. I keep doing my best for you, Starlight. For me? Me too. I love you. Oh, I don't want to do this over and over again. I don't want to do her. I guess Sayori. I don't like Sayori. This is a good poem, Starlight. Are you sure it's your first time? Of course. It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time? I guess you're right. That's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously. Or that you wouldn't write one at all. I feel like my character is actually the one, the type to not write it at all. But I'm really happy that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Duh. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Starlight. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? I think the character is selfish. Trying new things like this for other people. That's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah, and I'm going to make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be on my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm going to hold you to that then. Yay! Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. I can actually read her handwriting pretty decently. I have a hard time reading cursive. Dear Sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you miss me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't meant for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. I feel like this would be something like a little kid writes. But anyways, Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No, I think she did. Just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. I'm kind of hungry. I haven't ate anything today. I was planning on eating something. Actually, I had cereal, but that was not very filling. So I'm very hungry. I do plan on eating after this stream. Even though you were late to school, it's bad to skip breakfast. I very rarely eat breakfast. I will eat breakfast foods. I very rarely eat breakfast. I got all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Huh, yeah. The next time, I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Are you gonna wait until breakfast? Are you gonna write another breakfast poem? Well, I guess I look forward to it. I really don't want to do Natsuki. I don't. I have to, though. Starlight, if you're not gonna take this club seriously, then go home. I wrote a poem. What? Harsh. What, you expect me to believe you actually put effort into this? I wrote a poem. Not for you. Poem 2. Waffles or pancakes? Waffles or pancakes? I really like waffles because then it actually holds, like if you put chocolate chips, sprinkles, syrup, anything, it actually holds it. And I feel like, I don't know, I like waffles better. Or is she gonna write a poem like that? If she writes a poem like that, you know what? I'm gonna make pancakes. Do you think I'm stupid? I put a lot of work into my poem. I mean, not for you. I didn't want to pick one for you. I wrote one for Yuri. So not you. But, you know, I'm not a writer. Maybe it's not very good, but yeah, I did put in effort. We all start somewhere, right? If you're still proud of the first poem you ever wrote, then I'd like to read it. I bet she wrote something about puppies and kitties and rainbows. I don't know. Painful to think about? I don't like her character. I don't. Fine. Well, sorry. You'll get better anyways. I'd tell you what to improve, but you're better off just trying again. Fair enough. Well, to each their own, I guess. Anyway, I guess I gotta share mine now. Knowing you, you'll probably think it's stupid. That's not a poem, that's just stating facts. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. You're just listing facts. Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? I don't like it. Just be honest, I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. Because you're writing facts. You're not writing a poem, you're writing facts. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. Maybe main character's being polite-ish. Probably. He's probably just trying to be polite. I'm not as polite though. I've noticed I am very blunt when it comes to things I don't like. But anyways, I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. I don't like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. Yeah, I can get that view from her poem. I can. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into that than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? I didn't expect that from you because I don't like you. Yeah, guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but Natsuki is feeling proud, and I won't take that away from her. You kind of seem like, how dare you? Shame on you. I do not seem like Natsuki. Wait, no. Oh, that is evil. I don't really... Oh, I already read that. Okay. I guess the last is Hatsune Miku. Hellos. Hi, Starlight. Having a good time so far? No, I am not. Ah, yeah. Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. More cupcakes, perchance? More cupcakes? I would not mind some more cupcakes. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Hatsune Miku. Stop it. Ha 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 ha. Don't worry, Starlight. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we will all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I don't have a good feeling about Hatsune Miku. Or as other words, Monica. I hand Monica my poem. Great job, Starlight. Did you actually read it? I was going, ooh, in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I don't even know what I wrote. I forgot. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That is definitely a way to live. I know a few people that live by that kind of mindset. And, you know, it works well for them. I have my expectations set very high for myself. So, that way it always counts when I put in some effort. Yeah. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes that kind of writing, right? Really? I didn't know. That's why I picked ones that she liked. Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Unlike Sayori, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness, Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write like that effectively, both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel. That is also very true. Writing poems to fit everyone is near impossible, but writing ones where everyone can interpret their own thing, I feel like is a lot more powerful than anything else. But what'd it do? Held a message for a reason. What'd it say? Cheap viewers stream, but I really wish my mod was here so I can delete that. Let me just ban that because I do not want a bot in it. I try to ban any bots that are in here just because I don't like dealing with it or letting them deeply analyze all the nuances. It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. Yeah, don't underestimate Yuri. Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find that kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased towards their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. That is actually something really good to live by, is not doing that. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Ha 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 ha. Ha ha ha. Anyway, you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. I kind of don't. You kind of give me the heebie-jeebies. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims not to be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Alright. Hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See, the direction that spackles protrudes. A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend. I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peered inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas, already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It wasn't too deep. Stretching forever into everything, a hole of infinite choices. I realized now I wasn't looking in, I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. That was actually neat. I like that one. So what do you think? It's very free form, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. Hahaha, it's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting an emphasis on timing between words and lines. I'm really bad at timing my wording on stuff, because I talk very fast, which I'm trying to work on because of streaming. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on paper and tidy it up later. That's actually really good. You can also take that kind of advice into drawing, which I do plan to do drawing streams relatively soon, but that will be for a bit. I have to figure out how to set that up. But if you get your idea down on paper first and then fix it, it will end up always turning out better. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. Yeah? So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Alright. Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. This has become a very long game, and I did not plan for that. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They're gingerly exchanging sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Why do I know their thoughts? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Oh, I guess that's them, like, whispering. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Why is she so judgmental? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Starlight did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring. Yeah, that's fair, which I haven't yet. And Starlight liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Natsuki, shut the fuck up. That's not what I meant. You're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Starlight appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. The drama. Huh? And how do do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. The drama. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I was the one whose I was the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Starlight showed up. What? Natsuki. Oh, Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve me. I already hate Natsuki. I hate her so much. I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly, both girls turn towards me as if they just noticed I was standing there. Starlight, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. Shh. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. What's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain this to her, Starlight. Wait, there's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. There is a reason, so Natsuki. Shut up. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meanings the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Starlight? Well, how do I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whoever I agree with will probably think more highly of me. Yuri. Automatically Yuri. Suki, you're right that I liked your poem. See? Wait, that's not an excuse for you to be so mean. You shouldn't pick a fight just because someone's opinion is different. That's not what happened at all. Yuri wouldn't even take my poem seriously. I understand. Yuri, you're a seriously talented writer. It's no secret that I was impressed. Well, but here's the thing. No matter how simple or refined someone's writing style is, they're still putting feelings into it and it becomes something really personal. That's why Natsuki felt threatened when you said her poem was cute. I see. I didn't notice that I'm sorry. What's the ew? What's the ew? But Natsuki, you took it way too far. Yuri means well, and if you just told her how you felt, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. Are you kidding? That's exactly what I did. It was her that... Natsuki, I think that's enough. Hatsune Miku, to the rescue. You both said some things that you didn't mean. Yuri apologized. Don't you think you should too? Natsuki clenches her fist, and in the end, nobody has taken her side. She's trapped at this point, being defiant only because she can't handle the pressure. I end up even feeling bad for her. Sometimes when I'm hurt, it helps to take a walk and clear my head. Sorry, she doesn't need to. You know what? I'm going to do that. It'll spare me from having to look at all your faces right now. Without warning, Natsuki snatches her own poem up from the desk and storms out. On her way out, she crumples up the poems in her hand and throws it in the trash. Natsuki. I don't care that she's upset. I don't like her. She really didn't need to do that. I look across the room. Yuri has her chin buried in her hands while she stares down at her desk. I gingerly approach her and sit in the adjacent chair. Sigh. Everything alright? I'm so embarrassed. I can't believe I acted like that. You probably hate me now. No, I already know you're a psychopath. So. No, Yuri, how could anyone not have gotten frustrated after being treated like that? You handled it so well as anyone could. I don't think any less of you. Well, alright, I believe you. Thanks, Starlight. You're too kind. I'm thankful to have you a part of this club now. And it's nothing. One more thing. That one thing that Natsuki said about, I would never do anything so shameful. About your boobs? Oh, so, what thing did Natsuki say? Well, never mind that. I'm going to make some tea. Ah, good idea. Make enough for more than one person, okay? Yeah. Okay, everyone, it's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. Starlight, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you learn something from your friends too. So I have to do another poem. So your poems will turn out even better, I think to myself. Did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with a newfound determination. Starlight, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Hee 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 hee. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. I'm not enjoying it. Sayori, about what happened earlier. What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki? Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you. Phew. You know, Starlight, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club, but I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too. That's... hee 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 hee. Every day is going to be so much fun. Why do they say sigh? Sigh. It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? Ew. You cannot date them all, dude. You cannot date them all. Well, we'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay, yeah, let's do this. Alright. Alright. I am going to stop here for the day. Because, like I said, I have already played 2 other games before this earlier. And it was a lot. Like, it was a lot. Just cause, oh, it closed out of it completely. So, that's fun. I do plan to play it more. Probably not tomorrow because I do plan a co-op game tomorrow with my friend Bitglyph. So do go and check them out. I do highly recommend checking them out because they are going to be playing with me. Tomorrow we have not decided what game we're going to play. But it'll be tomorrow around 2 o'clock. So 2 o'clock, 2:30. But I do want to get back to this game because I do believe it's going to pick up a little bit in the pace. I have to get through the next few days in the game. But if you do want to see any of my other gameplays, do check out YouTube, which I may or may not have it linked here. If not, it will be the exact same as my username on here. Or, of course, they're on Twitch. They're on here. You can look at them as well as my clips from my other game. But yeah, I do hope that I can play it soon and get more into it just because it does seem interesting. If I remember correctly, it's supposed to pick up with the actual story. But we shall see. If I can, I will try to get to it tomorrow. But I don't know for sure because I don't know how long my next game is going to be. But for you that did join, I do really hope that you enjoyed it. As this was my 3rd stream that I have done, as I'm very, very new to streaming. So I do hope that y'all enjoyed it. And I do hope to see some of y'all back if, you do join. That is phenomenal. I do love seeing faces in chat. But tomorrow, probably going to play So good, so far so good. Thank you so much. Um, but I do plan tomorrow is going to be a co-op game with my friend Bitglyph. Again, check them out. Um, if we do get done with that game relatively soon, I will, you know, show that up. If we do get done with the game, I will show it up with the Doki Doki Literature Club. Just because I'm hoping I can get more traction with this because it does seem like an interesting game. Let's go see if we can go raid anyone's channel. If y'all have anyone that you want me to go raid, trying to think if there's any one of my friends that are doing stuff now. There's actually someone else playing Doki Doki Literature Club. So you may go do that because it looks like they are in the same place that I could be. And they only have 8 viewers right now. Let's see if there's anyone else. Because I do want to try to raid someone that doesn't have a whole ton of viewers. Just because I think that would be really nice to do. Most of the ones I am having pop up are drawing ones. But let's see what we can find. There is someone playing Resident Evil. He has a lot of views. We will go ahead, just because I was playing Doki Doki Literature Club, I will go ahead and we will raid theirs. Because I think that would be fun, especially if you joined the stream for that game. So let's go ahead and raid them, and y'all have a great day. Oh, it won't let me raid them. Okay, well, it wouldn't let me raid them, so maybe I'm not able to raid anyone yet, but that's fine. But hopefully tomorrow I can get it figured out and we can actually go and raid someone, because I think that would be really nice to do. But for now, I'm gonna call it off here, and I hope everyone has a great rest of their night, and I do hope to see some of y'all tomorrow, because again, I will be streaming. At most, I will be streaming a co-op game with Bitglyph. I might also get back into this game tomorrow night, but we shall see. So y'all have a great rest of your night, and thank you again for everyone that did join.